Hey everyone, not sure how much time I have today, but I will try to show you more or less the same concept as we did before. Only I'm gonna bring in a new member to a crew. And what is the thing I'm doing? Well, I'm supervising and manually managing a bunch of AIs. So that's the deal. And today we have a new player, and that is Llama 2. And I really, really, really recommend studying the concept of private AI. I'm only scratching the surface, but I have this installation running and it's really easy to use. So you should definitely check that out. There's enough people covering how to run it. I'm just saying I'm not even running the full version of it. What I am running is just Olama. And yeah, you guys should. I will link below. I think it was Network Chuck who really covered it in a promotional video for NVIDIA. But at the first half of that video, he showed very easy way to set this up. So we got Llama 2, and I'm not sure what Llama position will be in our team. The usual suspects. So mainly for the brain, I've been using Claude AI. I have a premium version. I'm not sure why. I haven't seen anything that guy did. Gemini, on the other hand, I'm astonished by his results. ChatGPT 3.5 and Copilot as an illustrator. So I have several older, so instead of just repeating everything. Okay, so we have a developing space tribe game, and it has this kind of prompt with the very start. So just copy that, and let's take these parts of this previous conversation into Llama and let's see what it can say us. So thanks for sharing your concept with me. It sounds like an exciting ambition project, blending elements of fantasy, science fiction, and mystery. It could be compelling and immersive experience for players. 3 questions. Tell me more about soul searching aspect of a game. How does different tribes in the game relate to each other and the player? Okay. So we can communicate with him directly, but I often find that because this is an older conversation, might be able to answer some of those questions. But I like the way that he's asking me a lot of questions. So soul searching, you see, is actually known what to say to him even better than my response, and I approve of it. Player is Adam, good. So all in all, it's nothing new, but you can see the direction where I'm can't really say I'm fine-tuning a model, but you can say I'm prepping up the. And it takes several sessions, okay? So each time, it's either you come from scratch and you have a knowledge in your head and you proceed from there, or you can bring on whatever you've done before. But once you get the story solid, the brainstorm, you will have the answers clear to your head, and you can write or develop. Yeah, it's it's long. It will be available on PC, consoles, and mobile devices. Yay! Sure. Not sure about. Okay, so I think he has a lot of answers here which are interesting. Cinematic universe, central theme, a power of curiosity. Again, with that weird word, interconnectedness. Okay, big questions, illustrator style. So I like most of his answers. So I'm taking the lazy approach and I'm just pasting it. Now, maybe, yes, the center is definitely a key element of a game. The player would be encouraged to explore the island. You're right, the complexity between the tribes will be the core aspect of a game. Philosophical questions, absolutely. What is the nature of time? How do we know what is real? What is the meaning of life? Good. Okay, thematic focus. All in all, this is a very interesting conversation. I'm just copying and pasting between Claude and I just wish this could be easier when I need to do Control Shift key but yeah. So I just pasted this response, and this is an opportunity to say, okay, let's start to design the, well, it's either the premise, send out 1 to 5 suggestions. What I would love to see is if we can develop a strong story based on a new myth, parallel dimensions, as in multiple creations. Rastafari job bombaclat. Yeah. So funny. Just when you think Rastafari, you immediately like, oh, Rastafari throughout the nation. So you like, there's this sort of movement with you, the mouth. Return on multiple dimension. So yeah, Echoes of Eternity, the Shattered Realms, the Shattering. Now I also had an idea in which, because the plot, I have a very linear plot. A boy creates a game, a boy is the player in the game, a boy enters the game, he meets with his future self, or like draws in a tie end. So I'm thinking of taking inspiration from video games, which are discussing sort of similar lines, where the main character, it could be a dungeon crawler, but specifically one that has the character going into a dream and waking up and returning. And there is one game like that, which is called Crown Tricks, which I really love. It's a hard game, but I'm thinking, yeah, I could mod this game or take inspiration from it. Okay, the 5 potential premises. I think that premise, the labyrinth of the forgotten. So choosing labyrinth is especially good. And now I don't know if you can see this, but I will try to sneak in each time. What do I mean by sneaking in? See how I had really a short line which I wanted to include. So I just sneak it in a few times during that conversation. So let's see. So okay, we get the pitch, and it's already a completely new scenario. My original idea for this book, for the Space Tribe, this is not Adam and the Frog, because I had a book named Adam and the Lost Children of Atlantis, and this is nice, and I've been developing it. And then it came to the point where I've developed the whole game board again. I mean, why to satisfy with just tribes? Why not go space tribes and make the next evolution? So now the book I'm trying to develop is much more sophisticated because it's not only about a game, but a game and the creator, but a random game, if you know what I mean. So, loss of faith, betrayal, kind of deep, kind of too much, over the edge, I'm not sure. So I'm just playing with those two, and let us see. Okay, I wanted to say, give me some endings, but let's see. Labyrinth of the Forgotten Gods suggests to structure the game around Adam's journey through the... Okay, the idea of interconnected dimension is also intriguing. The Nexus. Both physically, intertraditional elements, the role of the player, the influence. Yeah. All right. So these are two strong brainstorming session, and I'm just playing along. Now, I want two things to happen. First, again with my prompt, and second, also think of 5 different endings appropriate. So now we're shaping the idea where it starts and how it ends. Then we will develop sterobits, story templates, synopsis, and chapters outlines. Then we can start the actual process. Adam successfully navigates the labyrinth, restores belief in ancient pantheon, and meets the fracture. So this is I learned from the nerd. I think most of my stuff I learned from the nerdy novelist. What his username is, because the idea of not just like riding through and starting the AI, but really brainstorming and choosing different premises, which is the story start and endings, so you can really shape and think about what's most appropriate, and the story that comes out of it is much stronger. So if you just know these steps exist, then the product has much better quality. Cool. So again, just pasting it. We don't need the menu. So the whole thing happens in the terminal, in the prompt. Wow. I guess you could have finally move from one prompt to the other to echo, and it will finally get to a point where you could basically run it automatically without an internet connection. Mind-blowing. All these answers here could work without an internet connection. This is crazy. So you don't need, you just take your laptop, and preferably you can even take your smartphone and run it on it. Now I haven't been very successful with it because I've tried Termax and Ubuntu, no root and all that, but I guess it's a matter of time. I mean, it's not so heavy. It's a few giga. So we will soon be at an age where having multiple AIs, offline, online, with pro illustrative abilities and so on, it will be at very common, very, very common. So this is just the dawning of this AI age. It's going to be huge. So like in a half year from now, 2 years from now, can you imagine? This is after 1 year that ChatGPT has begun. What we have now is like, I'm not even counting the amount of AI models out there, and just like Grok's been released. the other day, and we have this Llama and Claude and ChatGPT and Gemini and Copilot. It's a big party. So again, a few more back and forth. We haven't really discussed anything so far. Collaborating to refine thematic consistency. Thank you. Foreshadowing. The approach will definitely adapt. Branching narrative paths. Character development. Started to look like a shopping list. Yeah. And also, when you see it's redundant, you will see also that the kind of questions are shorter. Means, yeah, you could paste in back and forth from one to the other till eternity, but I just want to sink in the ideas. So now that we know it's in, move on to the next task. And what my next task is, okay, let's build a story template. Let's build a solid story template. Also a detailed synopsis. And I haven't chosen anything. It was up to him to choose. So kind of accumulating everything down and just like fantastic. So now that he's creating, he will have to use introduction to Adam, call to adventure. Now, as you can see, I've mentioned time and time again what my specific start should be, and it's disregarded it. So we will try to do it one more time. All in all, it's got much more deep and rich plot within. The Nexus, the Forces, Revelation, a great evil, future of space tribes. Yeah. There are very few things I would change, but it's all a question of the writing quality inside. So let's see. Okay. So how about to really go back a lot to my prompts. Yeah. Went all the way down. Okay, thank you for providing a story template and synopsis. Overall, it seems like a well structure. The prologue. Well, the prologue provides a good introduction to Adam. Might be able to provide more information on fraction. Okay, so it starts with adventure, crossing the threshold, the Nexus. So as we can see, I can see definitely that Llama 2 is a very powerful editor. I don't think his questions, we do not feel templated such as Claude. So I would say, yeah, all the buzz, Claude Free Opus is weaker than Llama. It's just weaker. Let's proceed a bit, but this reshapes the template and the synopsis, and it's a very advanced kind of concept because I agree, providing more context about the fraction of reality, making the call to adventure more personalized is a great idea. So it's basically the autopilot's offer. You just have to dream, and I feel, yeah, I'm the one directing this whole thing, but in a very smooth and small iterations. So what I'm aspiring to get at is not just the beginning, but really the plot, and is shaping an interesting plot, much better than anything I've seen so far. Am I satisfied? No, but it's interesting. It's interesting. So now we copy again and going back. So how about creating 9 chapters and story bits from what we have accumulated so far. So you see, I think if there's one thing I have to teach you moving forward is that while delegating several AIs, just bring in the commands, bring in the final touch, and you will see magic happen. Because you have to read, you have to skim through what they're outputting, try to get the weakness, and throw in your input as a commander-in-chief, because you are the human. Your responsibility is to be awake and not to fall asleep. So you can move back and forth a few times, but at the key point, try to be involved in the process. So we have this sort of editor, brainstormer kind of situation. Yes. Okay, the story bits within each chapter do a great job. Here are some suggestions. Experience vivid dreams, visions, the road of trials, crossing the threshold, some of the puzzles and riddles, the belly of a whale, interesting, the midpoint, road back, return with elixir, resurrection. So I'm not touching anything because I don't want to recreate what I have with Adam and the Lost Children of Atlantis, where it goes through a parallel dimension and just comes back. So I'm fine with building a new plot completely. So again, we paste in, and let's not say anything yet. Let's give him to see where he's like getting it. He's rebuilding with the offer that the Claude gave him. So the real designer here is Llama, as you can see. They take the roles naturally. All right. So, all right. Okay. Can we develop a full outline with a detailed descriptions and style guide for the offer? So where did you see me ask for the AI to write? You see, it's not about going and having a golden prompt and telling the AI, write this as a book. You have to prep it up, you have to fine tune, you have to let him develop it. And who said one of his AIs know how to write good enough? Now, from what he gave me, I can write it. So this is also a consideration. Because you can tell me, you can give a robot, you can give a pizza factory a full detail of all the ingredients, but if you give a human touch and you tell him, okay, bake a few pizzas, then do your best, of course, the human pizza would taste better, right? But you have a very specific, perfect illustration of everything. So now we have all that. And again, let's bring it back to our guy here. And you can actually run several ones at the same time. Thank you for providing me with questions. Could you provide more details on how to discard this ancient artifact? How does the mentor character relate to Adam's quest? And I like this part because mostly, I think I really like Llama as an editor, because what I'm seeing so far is impressive in the regard that he's not saying, he doesn't say, all right, thank you. It just it really poses questions. So that's the work. They could go back and forth, but each time they do it, it makes the story stronger. Stone tablet. So I don't think Claude is good enough here. I really don't. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stick with Llama, and let's just, I don't like the answers he's giving me. So could you perhaps try to answer some of these questions? Also, okay. So this is, I'm just sending him back his own questions, but also bear in mind, I want the beginning to portray the game's own creation within the gamer mind. Okay, I think I'm hinting at the loop. I don't discover the ancient life of exploring long abandoned dense jungle planet. So it could be a dream. It should be a dream, obviously. I'm not sure where this is going, but I can see he's doing an effort here, huh? Look at this. He's done an effort. So give me back full detailed synopsis. Full story template and outline for a 9-chapter base, a detailed style guide for a target audience are 10 to 14-year-old children adventure book. Okay, comprehensive synopsis, story template, and outline. In a world where magic is real, a young boy named Adam discovered that he is the chosen one, destined to defeat an ancient evil threatening the multiverse with the help of a wise mentor. Introduce protagonist Adam. Rise in action. Climax. Introduction to Adam. Resolution. So we have only 6 chapters. All right. All right. So I think it's time to begin with our friend here, Gemini. Let's see how it goes. It's a fantastic. You provide the comprehensive breakdown of the story key elements. Chapter 3. So we just Voidbringer's Lair. Okay, so I guess we'll have to. We can use Claude ability to take a lot of data. Well, let's see if it's Gemini. We can do it. I don't know why we're picking to chapter 3 and 6, but let's see. Can you make a draft of chapter 1 around 500 words? Remember the style with wonder cinematic descriptions. Make sure to explore the creation of game inside Adam's mind and okay. Draft of chapter 1. Dusty monitor. Lines of code. All right. A programmer. Great job. Your story is a great sense of wonder and excitement. Pacing, explore the themes, strengthen the emotional connection. A lot of questions. I love Llama, guys. This is a breakthrough. Llama and Gemini are 2 powerful entities. Yay, hooray. So, and I also think, look, Claude, with all my criticism, it really propelled us forward, even though it didn't. We've abandoned Claude, but I don't think it would have been. No. I feel he did contribute. Okay. Those $20 I put on this month, I made a good use of it. Okay, thank you for revising. More detail. The sudden appearance. Okay. So now again. Go ahead and make a draft of chapter 2 around 500 words. Now, I'm just copying this one because this is the draft we got. And Gemini can work. And now I'm already at the stage where I'm just like, okay, 2 and 1 and paste. And also we can just give copy. Can you help me draw some moods and character sketches from my chapter? Do it. And just let you know one thing. I think the biggest one of these days, Copilot or Bing or I don't know, it's gonna be so powerful. It's gonna be more powerful than Midjourney. Mark my words, more powerful than Stable AI because I've seen. Just look at this. I mean, it's far from perfect, but just God, look at this. I mean, in a few months, you would ask, you just throw out chapters and can you add some mythical creatures or landscapes? Tuck, 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 tuck. Very productive. Just give him chapters and chapters. It will make illustrations and it will spin fast. I'm telling you guys. So now, the Forgotten Steel, we have 2 chapters and an illustrator working, and also look at this. Llama is writing. Interesting. They got so much juice going on. Okay. Draw some. Write some, draw some. I'll try to create it. There is a holiday in which we put on costumes, and today I went to work and I put this bag on my head and I've been writing, I'm ChatGPT, can I help you? This text has been written. Was this text written by human? So yeah, all in all, fine games. Look at the way he's styling some colors into the sketches. I mean, crazy good. It's not connected to anything I've written. I mean, where's Adam? Where's the cosmos? Where's... Okay. And I don't like... actually, now that I'm writing... look, I'm not even gonna paste what Llama wrote me because I've seen he's really stylized the characters and put in a lot of random stuff. And also I see here the Sergeant Corvius. So, all right, you know what? Let's just paste it in between them because I think Gemini has begun with Sergeant Corvius. And okay, focus. Okay, so now he took on the editor's role. So as long as they are content, I guess I am too. And as long as they are developing, I guess I like it. So you can see nobody is picking the glove of doing the work. Let me see what's going on. All right. proceed to draft chapter 3. Now, as before, we would like to have and we can also I'm not sure how many chapters I've pasted into does it matter? Does it have to be consistent? Can you draw? Okay. I haven't asked him to draw. Well, not in this command. So we have chapter 2. Chapter 2, it's definitely chapter 2 in. Now, yeah, chapter 3 is already been here. And once you do 9 chapters, then you can develop them more. Glad you're enjoying the story. The chapter is well written overall. There are a few places where the description could be more vivid and immersive. 100% more places, I think they're overall, but cool. So, keep up the good work. See what Copilot is doing. So I'm not sure what's happened here. Maybe that's the general. I think we should restart new topic. Okay. Sometimes you just have to see where it's going. More creative. Now. Okay. Now, can you roughly sketch some scenes for this chapter? Okay, guys, I think you know where it's going to developing, we're drawing, we're prototyping, and I hope you like to what you've seen so far. And let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like me to share. This is a process, so I'm very happy you jumped on board, and I will be seeing you. Bye.